students. In the previous lecture, we have already studied about the reproductive organs in case of male and female. They were testes in male and ovaries in female. We have already seen what are the additive reproductive organs. Now, today we will study about what are the processes which are taking place in these reproductive organs. The process which occurs is commonly known as gametogenesis. That is the formation of gametes, and that is produced from these sex organ commonly known as gonads. Now, in case of male, the process of gametogenesis is known as spermatogenesis. It means the formation of sperm cells or the male gamete. In case of female, it is known as oogenesis. That is the formation of ovum or the female gamete. These both gametes are formed from the specialized layer within the gametes known as germinal epithelium. In both male and female, this process of gametogenesis is carried out in 3 steps, which is common for both. The first step is multiplication stage, which involves mitosis. This mitosis occurs in the cells of germinal epithelium, where these cells undergoes mitosis to form a new cell. This newly formed cell undergoes the second phase, that is the growth stage. After growing, this cell is now ready to undergo the process of meiosis. After meiosis, this cell is now as a mature enters the maturation phase, or it is forming a haploid gamete. Now, if we look at the process of spermatogenesis, now if you can see, we have the outer layer which is covering, which is the tunicas or the coverings of the testes, followed by you have a single layer of cells known as spermatogonium. What is the spermatogonium? It is nothing but the germinal epithelium. Now, when this spermatogonium undergoes mitosis, it produces a cells called as primary spermatocyte. Now, these primary spermatocytes undergoes enlargement or growth, producing secondary spermatocyte. Now, these secondary spermatocytes undergoes meiosis 1 to form the cells. The primary spermatocytes undergoes meiosis 1 to form secondary spermatocyte, and the secondary spermatocytes undergoes meiosis 1, meiosis 2. Meiosis 1 is occurring here, meiosis 2 is occurring here to form spermatids. This complete process is known as spermatogenesis. But this spermatogenesis has another phase which is known as spermiogenesis. What is the spermiogenesis? It is the phase in which the spermatids will get converted into spermatozoa. Now, this process starts in male at the age of puberty, that is at the age of 12 to 14 years. Now, what happens? These spermatogonium, which we have already seen, they undergo first mitosis followed by meiosis. So, if somebody asks during the formation of gamete, does the mitosis occur? Yes. Mitosis also occurs during the formation of gamete, but it is followed by meiosis, because first cells are spermatogonium, which always undergo first division, that is mitosis. Now, these spermatogoniums give rise to primary spermatocyte. Now, if we see, this whole process is taking place in a part known as seminiferous tubules within the testis, which we have already studied the structure of the testis, and the testis, they contain this structure. Now if you can see a graphical representation or diagrammatic representation of this complete process, you can see here first cells are spermatogonium. Spermatogonium has undergone which division? Mitosis. What they have formed is a primary spermatocyte. What the primary spermatocyte has undergone? First division, that is meiosis. After meiosis, first meiosis, what is formed is a secondary spermatocyte. This secondary spermatocyte has undergone which division? Second meiosis, which results in the formation of which cell? Spermatids. Now remember, the spermatid cells are haploid. Which type of the cells are these? These are haploid. And you can see these cells, haploid 4 cells from a single primary spermatocyte. How many cells are formed? They are formed as a 4 cells. Now these 4 cells undergo differentiation. That is, you can see there is a change in the structure. Head is formed, middle piece is formed, tail is formed. This structure we will study in the later part of the lectures, that how the sperms are formed. So this is how the process. Now if you see this process is known as Spermatogenesis. That is the formation of spermatozoa from the spermatids. Now, whole of this process, as we know, after attaining the puberty, what happens? Why the puberty is attained? Because some of the hormones they start secreting in our body. So after attaining the puberty, what happens? Number of the hormones they start secreting. Now these hormones which start secreting in our body, that controls the process of spermatogenesis. And which is the first gland which controls is nothing but gonadotropin. Hypothalamus. Which gland is there? That is hypothalamus. Now this gland secretes the hormone known as gonadotropin releasing hormone, which you have already studied in your +1 also. Now this hormone acts, where does it act? On the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland. What does it stimulate? It stimulates the secretion of 2 gonadotropin hormones. What are they? Luteinizing hormone as well as follicle stimulating hormone. Now these 2 hormones are responsible for the various development which are taking place within the testes and the human body. Now first, if we see what is the luteinizing hormone, where does it act? Leydig cell. What are the Leydig cells? These are the specialized cells. If we see the germinal epithelial cells, in between the germinal epithelial cells, there are some of the large cells. These cells are called as Sertoli cells. Whereas between different seminiferous tubules, in between the seminiferous tubules, there are the cells known as Leydig cells. Now what does this Leydig cells help? In production of a male hormone known as androgen. And what it stimulates? It stimulates spermatogenesis. Now this is the process which starts at puberty. So which hormones are secreted? Number 1 is the Leydig. Whenever the Leydig hormone is secreted within the human body, they will stimulate which cell? They will stimulate the Leydig cells, and this is stimulated by which hormone? Luteinizing hormone. And when this hormone gets secreted, the cell stimulated, and which process starts? Spermatogenesis. Similarly, the next hormone is a follicle stimulating hormone. This hormone acts on which cell? Sertoli cell. Where the Sertoli cells are present? They are present inside the seminiferous tubules. Now, inside the seminiferous tubule we have, these are also called as the nursing cells because they provide the nourishment, nutrition, and they have a very important role. They produces a factor which is known as androgen binding protein. They bind with androgen or the male hormone binding protein, which helps in the process of Spermiogenesis. What was spermiogenesis? Formation of spermatozoa from spermatids. Now these are the two very important hormones which play important role. I repeat again, luteinizing hormone act on Leydig cell, begins which process? Spermatogenesis. Follicle stimulating hormone act on Sertoli cells. They produce a substance known as androgen binding protein, and it starts the process of spermiogenesis. Now if you can see the next diagram, this is how the process takes place. From the brain, which gland is present? In the brain, which gland is present? Is the hypothalamus. From the hypothalamus, gonadotropic releasing hormone is coming out, which going to which lobe? Anterior lobe of pituitary gland. From the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland, both the hormones are secreted. Which are they? Follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing. Where does they act? On the testes. This is what we have seen in today's class. What is the process of spermatogenesis and how this process of spermatogenesis is controlled. I am just recapping that it is a process which includes mitosis as well as meiosis. After mitosis, what is formed is the primary spermatocyte. Primary spermatocyte undergoes meiosis 1 to form secondary spermatocyte. Secondary spermatocyte undergo meiosis 2 to form spermatids. Spermatids undergo spermiogenesis to form spermatozoa. And these processes are divided into two parts. One is the spermatogenesis and other is spermiogenesis. Spermatogenesis is controlled by luteinizing hormone, whereas the spermiogenesis is controlled by follicle stimulating hormone. That's all for today's lecture. If you have a doubt, you can WhatsApp.